Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel or whatever this is. I really don't know what it's called right now, but anyways,
TV channel.
YouTube. I said YouTube like it's
Facebook
TV.
Or you just say welcome to my channel.
Right.
Because it's going to be everywhere. So hey guys, welcome to her channel. Wherever you're watching this.
I almost thought you were going to use the H factor like her channel. Her channel. It just
I'm not the Yoruba person. Please.
It's okay. It's
So
okay.
hey guys, welcome to her channel, whatever this is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're going to be talking about today, so I want to just do small over Sabi and say this. So yeah, the next voice you're going to be hearing is the voice of the owner of the channel.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. You're doing too much in my house already. I haven't introduced you yet. So guys, meet Ugochukwu Ojay, this amazing, handsome young man. How you doing?
Just in case.
Guy, you already said your market. I didn't even notice. Oh well, just in case too. See my hand.
Okay.
You know, this is just recommended. Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case. In case, in case or in case it's.
You're boring people. Say what you want to say.
I never bore people ever. But anyways, guys, remember that I promised you that I was going to come on here to talk about the science of urgent 2K. And I'm sure you guys have been waiting for it. I did not have a release in my spirit to shoot that video at the time. Yeah, you're looking at me like,
Spiritual.
is everything spiritual?
Spiritual.
Well, it's okay.
Celebrate grace.
Celebrate grace. Anyway, so yeah, I thought that it would be a little weird to just, talk about it alone. So I've gotten Ugo here. He's a reasonable, responsible millennial. You're a millennial, right? Not Gen Z. Okay, let's not turn this into millennial, Gen Z, But yeah, he's millennial. Yeah, responsible. Yeah, so we're going to be having this conversation together. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so when you hear urgent 2K, the science of urgent 2K, what comes to mind?
The science of urgent 2K. It's a funny way to think about it. I feel like when you talk about the science of urgent 2K, I don't know. First of all, I think I want to ask: are you looking at it from the asker of the urgent 2K or the ASCII?
Jam question. Some people never know how to answer questions straight. People like there are many angles to this question.
Yes, I'm trying not to be vague with my response, right? So I want to be sure what area you're looking at it from, because there's different perspectives to the whole urgent 2K thing. The person who asks for urgent 2K has a different way he looks at it, right? And then the person who is releasing the urgent 2K also has a different way he looks at it.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I want to know exactly.
I get you. I told you guys you were smart. So let's start from the ASCII
point of view.
Yeah.
Okay, from the ASCII point of view, I think at first instance, the ASCII doesn't really see it as anything, because first of all, for me to ask you for urgent 2K now is because 2K is not really anything to you. You can just give me 2K and still be cool. But for me now, man, I need it to sub or something. So yeah, so now I'm looking at it from you being the one giving me urgent 2K.
No, from the ASCII's point of view, we're looking at it from his point of view, like
the ASCII is the person releasing urgent 2K now.
no, the ASCII is the person asking for the urgent 2K.
No, that's the asker.
English language. Who is going to help us?
Who's a kidnapper?
The kidnapper is the person kidnapping you.
Of course. Who's the kidnappee? Is the person being kidnapped, right?
So in this situation, you're saying the ASCII and the
asker. So the asker is the person asking for the money.
The person who is giving is not ASCII or asker. Guys, what do you think? English gurus in the house, help us solve this math. Yeah, but anyway,
to save this issue, let's just
we're talking about the person that's asking
for the money. So for the person asking for the money, yeah, it's okay to ask for urgent 2K when you need it, right? And really, for those kind of people who you ask for urgent 2K, there's really nothing tangible per se that you can, give them in return. You know how they say, oh, one good turn deserves another and all that. So your own another now for their good turn can't really be something when compared to what they are giving to you. But it doesn't take away the importance of that's your another, that's the returning of the good turn that you're doing. It's very important. It might be very little things that the person would not even need. But I think at the end of the day, it's the mind behind it.
Exactly.
So the person knows that, okay, this guy or this girl is appreciative of what I am doing for him or her.
Absolutely.
And this is her only way of trying to show, it could just be, new month messages, birthday messages. And then one other thing that a lot of people do not do, which is something that has helped me a lot, is letting the person's interests become your interests. You need to keep yourself up to speed with what the person is doing per time, what projects the person is running per time. And even if you cannot, let's look at it from this angle. For instance, let's say you're a musician, you're a big musician or a big movie star or something, and I'm just this up and coming cousin that you have, and every once in a while I tell you, oh, auntie, help me, and you give me 100K, because 2K can be.
Oh yeah. Other 2K is it can be 1 million, exactly. 2,000, 5,000, yeah.
So for every once in a while, I reach out to you for handouts. There's really nothing I can give you back. But if you release a new single or you feature in a new movie, for instance, I should carry it on my head colloquially now. Like, I should be all out. I should be in the forefront of trying to promote whatever it is you're doing.
Absolutely.
I cannot give you money. But those little things, they are important.
Absolutely.
So yeah, for me, I think the whole urgent 2K thing, where a lot of people who ask for it miss it, is the fact that they think, what would I give to this person? This person doesn't really need anything from me, which is not a lie. The person doesn't need anything from you, but you need to show to this person that, look, I'm appreciative of what you do for me, and if I had way more, I would do. Because I can't remember how they make this statement, but then what it implies is that if you are diligent with little, you'll be diligent with a lot. So if you cannot just be saying, assuming I have given, there's always something you have to give. Doesn't matter whether it is big or it is small or it is, there's always something that you can give.
Always.
So the person seeing those little efforts that you're making would now believe that, okay, yeah, if this guy or this girl has a lot, she will do much more than he or she is currently doing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think that's what it is.
Guy, you just
taking the words out of your mouth.
Oh my god.
I just took those words out of your mouth.
You just took the words out of my mouth. Yeah. If not that, you're looking like a reasonable young man. That's just all I was
I'm not looking like it. I am a reasonable young man.
You are a reasonable young man. Thank you. But those who know what I'm saying know what I'm saying. Anyways. Yeah, so Ugo is absolutely right. You see this urgent 2K matter here. I thought it was common knowledge, or like this science behind the urgent 2K thing, but some situations over the past few weeks have let me know that what I thought was common knowledge isn't so common after all. Like, people miss it so much.
I think there will always be those people who don't really know. And then most times too, we can't really completely blame them, because people would only act as much as they know per time.
Which is why we're doing this video. For you.
So, and another truth is, all of us, we have that person will ask for urgent 2K.
Absolutely.
We all do. It could be in the workplace, it could be in church, it could be in your family. There's always somebody
There's
asking
always
for urgent 2K.
somebody.
There's always somebody asking for advice. That's urgent 2K.
Yeah.
There's always somebody you're asking for help at work.
Yeah.
That's urgent 2K.
Urgent 2K.
And so, always kind of be there for that person sometimes.
Yeah.
But there's a caveat to this thing that I want to point out. Some people give you urgent 2K and think that because of that,
they own your soul.
They own you, you know, in its entirety.
Yeah.
That you should always be at their beck and call. Once they call you, you should come running. You can't say no to them at all. So I think it's both ways. Somehow, those people too who think like that, they also need to understand that, look, someone said, blessed are those who give without remembering, and those who take without forgetting.
Yeah. I mean, when you give, you should absolutely give because not because
you
you're
expect something from somebody.
Something in return.
Yeah.
But the reason why we're doing this video is because for those who are asking, we don't want your wells to run dry. You understand? Because hey, we're going to continue getting blessed. You know, everyone who is giving with the right motive will continue to get blessed. But I mean, like he said, we all have that one person that we look up to for urgent 2K, and you don't want your wells to run dry. So you just need to know how to. There's a science, there's a technology behind it.
And then there's, you know, there's the God thing too.
Yeah. I'll talk about
we
that.
We always ask God for urgent 2K.
But
yeah.
Come on. My point.
Sorry,
I punch you.
You're the pasty. That's your point.
Yeah. So, like breaking it down to like real practical levels. A few weeks ago, I started running this, non-profit thing that I was doing, and I was carrying on my head. I was like, guys, 500 naira will go a long way. You should see how I used to celebrate like 500 naira contributions. Like I would clap, I would dance. Oh yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? And then there was this person, who's always like, calling out to me for urgent 2K, stuff and stuff. Within that period, though, this person reached out to me and said, oh, remember that money that you promised me and stuff. And I sent the money. But what I was expecting in return was that he would at least bring up 500. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, let the person know that what matters to them matters to you as well. It's just that simple. Just 500 there, and trust me, it would have gone a long way in making me feel like this person cared about me and wasn't just
was
using
interested
me
in your business.
Exactly.
True.
Like if somebody is on your honors list for urgent 2K, there are just certain things that you should do. Like you're going to their house to see them. At least buy biscuits for the children. Do you know what I'm saying? Buy biscuits for the children, or buy water, or even if you cannot do that, on their birthdays when they put up status updates, like he said, like supporting their careers, showcasing what it is that they do. It will help the person know that you've got them somewhere at the back of your mind, and you're not just using them as an ATM card. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So just little things like that. In fact, one person had asked me for money during that period, and I just felt like I needed to tell that person that, see, babe, I will send you this money, but just send me what you have for this. Like I supported her like so much over the years in so many ways. Like just send him what you have. And in my head, I was just thinking, okay, 500 naira. Just send him what you have, and this request that you're making, I will give it to you. It's not even a loan. You get what I'm saying? Well, I didn't hear anything until like towards the end of the project when she said, oh, she's sorry, she couldn't give and all of that. But that made me feel a little bad, So there's just always something to give. There's something that I do with my, with my superiors at work, and this is taking it a little bit further. There are just certain things that you do for people who are higher than you in court, that they don't ask you to do, but it's just like, common sense, Like when I enter the taxi with them, or when they send me, like maybe they call me up and they say, oh, Timmy, when you're coming back, buy me bread. I buy the bread, I get back to the office, I give it to them, and when they try to give me the money, I'm like, nah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you know that is nothing compared to what you're getting
You
from them.
understand? Like that is nothing compared to what I'm getting from them. So I don't collect money if we ever enter a taxi together. I'm paying for it. And I remember once upon a time somebody was telling me like, this person your boss now. You know, they should be the ones paying for you. The way I look at it, like I can't buy them the Bugattis. you get what I'm saying? Yeah. What can I possibly give them that will match their statuses? So when I have the opportunity to do the tiniest little things, I just do it.
And it's those little things, you know, that matter a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes they are seeds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because, and this is not me trying to be too smart,
mm-hmm.
but sometimes you know that
there's nothing manipulative about this.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
you know that I'm going to need something from this person sometime in the future, and then you're just doing those little things, so that when you finally meet that person doesn't just look at you like, oh, this one has just come out of the blues and is asking me for something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Water the ground.
The person, exactly.
Like
That's the
the person may see you coming from afar, like I know what, but at least
you're doing something.
You know.
So it's important, guys.
Yeah, very, very, very important. I mean, yeah, important stuff. And like Ugo was saying, we're having that conversation. I was telling him that, see, all of us, God is like our urgent to give love.
Oh yeah, I said that.
No, I told you earlier. Don't even.
They don't know
like
that.
Punch you, guys.
Know.
Guys, who do you believe said it?
Oh well.
It's it's my kind of gig. You know already. Anyway, so God is our urgent to give love, and relating this to heaven, like we're always knocking on heaven's door. Every time. Always, like we're always asking for one thing or the other, and it just occurred to me like, how seriously do we take the things that matter to God? You know what I'm saying? Like, just little things. Like, how do you take the things of the kingdom? How does it matter to you? Because you're always at heaven's door at one time or the other, asking for one thing or the other, and heaven is just looking at you like, wait.
Yes, come again.
Yes, come again. You know what I'm saying? You know, so even for God, like, let's just try. You know, you're always going to meet God to ask for stuff. Just try. Be concerned, small about the things, you know, about the things of the kingdom. Just little things. You know, serving in God's house. It's the kind of thing you do now. If you have an uncle, for instance, that pays your school fees every day, you wake up in the morning, you wash the car, you sweep, you.
So it's the same thing for God too, yeah.
You know, just try, babe. Just try.
Guy, just try.
Just try. That's just what we're trying to say.
He's trying to be gender biased.
Come on, I was going to say the guy. Gender biased. I started with babe. Guy.
Well, you're not going to say guy.
Of course I was. I was going to. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have more thoughts about this topic, please put it in the comment section below. We hope that it's enlightened you.
Yeah, sure. We don't have a YouTube channel yet, but then just say subscribe.
I have a YouTube channel. Look at you.
Subscribe.
Guys,
you're watching this. Subscribe
and share. Guys, how do you not know that I have a YouTube channel?
I said we don't have a YouTube channel. She has her own.
Mr. and Mrs. OJ.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know?
Yeah. Alright guys, have an amazing day.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.